Hello, beautiful people. I got back on here, like I said, to finish this reading up, part three. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm not worrying about when someone comes in. I can go back and look at it later. All right, so the card I have is crossed over grandmother. Okay. So I hear someone's crossed over grandmother. I hear Sheena. It may have been your grandmother's name or your name, Diana, Maple, Maple Bell, Maybell, Martha, Mindy, Paula, Sherry, Isabel, Carmen. Here's Samantha, Sarah, Jeanette, Jeannie or Gina, and Argina. I hear Cece, Charlotte, Eartha, Emma, Cassidy, Ruth, Shiloh. I hear Cheyenne, Teresa, and or they could have called her Terry, or there is someone's grandmother's name is Terry. I hear somebody name they call Juju. Anybody else? Reese, Tina, Remy, Ronnie, Carrie, Carla, Kathy, Catherine, Kaizy, or they call her Kay, Kimabel. I see Kim, Shirley, Myrma, Mary, Cindy, Cynthia, somebody they call Kat, Carrie, Cassandra, Thea, Dolores, Gloria, Gababelle or Gabrielle, I hear Gababelle, Gabrielle, or Gab. Somebody called their grandmother Gay. Some people call their grandmother Gamma. Chrissy, Crystal. I don't know why I hear Crush. Maybe that was somebody's nickname or that was their name. Therma. All right, any other spirits want me to say their name? So if their grandchild and our children here, they will know before I close out. Anybody else? Okay, I'm closing it out. Whitney. Whitney heard up and came through. I seemed like I saw them running like Whitney, Whitney, Whitney. Okay. All right. So I don't know if y'all heard the names. You can rewind it. This is from someone's grandmother. There were several names that came through. Several. I don't think I've ever had that many names that have come through. Your grandmother said she misses you so very much. She said that she sees the struggle that you go through each and every day. She said, don't think that the heavens don't cry for you. She cries for you, and she's a part of the heavens. She wants you to know that you are loved more than you can imagine. And although it does not seem like you are loved, she said it's the whispers that she does in your ear when you're sleeping. When you think of her and the tears that fall down your face when you awaken and you remember parts of the dream. She said she was there. It was not a dream. You felt her caress, her warm embrace, her love that she had for you and that she still has for you. She said, don't be dismayed. This person said, Nana. She said, this grandmother said, Nana, I love you. So someone may have called their grandmother Nana. This particular grandmother says, Nana, I love you. I hear somebody coming through say Patsy, Patsy. Somebody's grandmother's name is Patsy as well. She said that. So I hear different grandmothers, but the what I'm gonna say is for a lot of people, but there are gonna be people that's gonna come through that want to say something specific to their grandchildren. But the overall conversation from the grandmothers is to let you know that you are loved and that they see you and they want you to heal the pain that you are experiencing. They say you do not deserve to be unhappy, for you have been unhappy. They can see through almost out of your life. You have been unhappy out your life throughout your life. They wish they could just tell you all of the things of how they feel and you can see them. But they said, look for them in the glimpses of the light shining into your bedroom. So let's say your room, you keep it dark, and then when the sun starts coming up, it starts shining. They want you to look when it's still kind of dark and the light starts shining. When the sun comes up, they want you to look into the light that's shining in the dark. And you're going to see I see little sparkles, like little sparkles in the light, little glimmery things. Almost look like bubbles, but it looks like little bubbles to me. But it's like shimmering. They said that is their presence, so that you will know that they're there and that they really love you and they're fighting the battles in the spirit world on your behalf to make sure that you be okay. They say you deserve the happiness and blessings that you're going to receive if you haven't already. They say you deserve it. You have been through so much hell and back that even they get amazed how strong you are. Some of y'all grandmothers did not know that you were that strong. They are floored at times when they see you go through the battles with the demons and you get up. You continue to get up. And they look at y'all and feel like, I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have been able to get up. I wouldn't have been able to get back up. And I hear some grandmothers saying, "My God," like they're just so like in awe, like they just did not know how powerful you are, and the attacks that you have experienced from so many people, and that you just continue to rise. They say you are never alone. Not only are they with you, but always remember that God is with you. The Most High God is with you, and the Most High God loves you so very much. And they're so sorry that you've had to endure so many things in life. But I hear somebody singing, "The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar tomorrow. There'll be sun." They send kisses to you and love, and they're always with you, and they're always helping you to fight your battles. Remember that you are loved. And I hear grandma say, "And don't you ever forget it," just like that. It's like, "Don't you ever forget it." Okay. All right. So on the back, I have dreadlocks. Let me turn my car on cold. Okay. Someone with dreadlocks. I hear someone with dreadlocks has been tormenting you behind the scenes. Someone with dreadlocks has been tormenting you behind the scenes. They have hatred in their heart for you. Why this person have hatred in their heart for somebody? I hear God saying because of their own shortcomings, and they like to project. They're a projector. They don't like to. They just like take. They like to put everything on everybody else. Same stuff, to the point where they starting to hate you, but they don't realize that the hate that they have in their heart is really their own self hate. Same thing, different day. It's so weird because the energy that I be feeling from some of these people that hate you, deep down they really love you, but they hate you. And they hate for you, which is for themselves, that they're projecting onto you, supersedes the love. Meaning, they push the love down and they feel more comfortable in hate. It make them feel better about themselves because they make up things in their mind to make themselves feel like them hating you is justified. And where they're tormented at is because deep down they really love you because you were good in their life. But every time that love starts coming up from the root of them and growing, they push it down. They even cry or try to push through it, and they add more hate to it. So the more the love come up, the more they try to hate you. So they don't want to feel it. They don't want to feel the truth. They rather live in a lie in their mind and to other people to make you look like a horrible person because They know you were good. And it's so sad. I'm sorry that you have to experience being attacked by people that you care for and love. But again, we're talking about people who are filled with demons. Okay, and remember, if y'all seen some of my other videos, y'all remember I told y'all about dark and light. Okay, same God, same entity, coming from the same energy. Okay, light came out of darkness, so they know each other because they are the same God, right? However, they're the opposite ends of each other, but the same. What do I mean by that? Light shows love, like the peace, the kindness. Darkness shows hatred and killing and all that. So if they're sharing the same energy, that means that the love that the darkness identifies with is hate, which is still love. That's why it sounds confusing when y'all hear some of these readings and they talk about your fake flame hates you and love you at the same time. It's why. Because you're talking about if this is darkness and I come out of darkness and this light. So I came out of this. I came out of this. We the same because we came from this, right? So I understand that you love and your love is peaceful and kind. And I understand that your love is hatred and killing. And the reason why hate is still love in the dark because what it's the same. It's just the opposite. So the opposite of love is hate. But at the same time, it's the expression of the darkness, the way they express love. It's through hate and killing. Because darkness is what it is. Darkness cannot change what it is unless it change what it is. And that's a whole different level. That's a whole something totally different that I'm not about to get off into. But right now, darkness, when you're in darkness, the way darkness expresses itself, hate, killing. Because that's all darkness know. So for darkness, love is hate. For light, love is love. Love understands the hate though. And hate understands the love, which it hates, which is still love. Okay? All right, light, you better come on. Just saying. Look at that. In darkness, right? The light came on. That's literally what I'm expressing. I was in darkness, the light came on. It's the same thing. Like, it's just one and the same. Okay? Excuse me. Can you come on again for me, please? Thank you. Hello? Can you? Hello? Thank you. Hello? All right. Next card I have is Arabic. Is it? Yep, Arabic. Arabic. I know you can barely see it, but that's what it says. I hear for some of y'all, somebody that's Arabic wants to get to know you better. For what reason? What? Why? He's a seeker of truth. He wants to break barriers from his self-beliefs and upbringing. He wants to experience something different, something profound. He wants to question everything that he has learned. He admires you and he's intrigued by you. He wants to walk with you so he can see what you see. So he can tap into God as deep as you tap into God. I hear him saying, I want to break the chains that bind me from my own beliefs. I want to experience I want to question everything. I am not turning my back on what I believe in, my people, but I want to take my own steps to follow the things that I am curious about, to really see if there's something different there. Have I been believing something wrong the whole time? I want to be as close to God as I can be. I want to know the truth because I do not want to die from lack of knowledge. I will love to take and embark on this journey with you to see where it brings me. I am very curious and intrigued by you. You enlighten me. You open me up to something fascinating. You're like a good book. I don't want to close it. I see you. This is why it intrigues me. There is something about you that makes me curious. Normally, I would never feel this way because what I believe in is what I'm supposed to believe in and not waver from that. But there's something about you that pulls on my heart, that pulls something out of me, that makes me want to know more. I never want this book to end. I want to see where this journey is going to take you. I feel like I'm walking with you when I hear the words that come out of your mouth. I see the light. I've never seen the light like this when I see you. It opens up my heart. It makes me want to be a better person. It makes me want to heal the things inside of me that I for so long pushed down. It has brought tears to my eyes. Your words are so powerful. It shakes me on the inside. I quiver. That's how I know that God is with you and the words that you speak. You are true. I am a believer. I believe that God has touched you. I do believe that you are truly a chosen one. No one else has ever made me feel this way. I will watch you. I will be watching you. And one day we will meet. You're going to do great things. I feel it. I see your heart. You're going to help many people. And when it's time, I will be right there by your side, helping you, doing the walk with you, because the walk that you walk is the same walk that I'm intrigued about. Hopefully we can find God together. What a beautiful journey that you have. You are such a strong person. You are a warrior. My God. I don't understand how man can't see this thing that I see about you. Your beauty amazes me. Your soul, that is the beauty. It is not your outer, it's what captivates me about you on the inside. You are profound. You are the walking, living word. A great healer. A understander. A communicator. People do not get you. For you are love and kind. I see a lot of hurt, but through that hurt, you have so much greatness and wisdom inside of you, waiting to be burst, waiting for the whole world to hear it. I hear the alarm sounding. Ring the bell. Trumpets. I see people marching to victory. You will move many mountains. My God, what a great warrior you are. You are very ancient. I can see that. I can clearly see that. And I will always be your forever friend. Even though you do not know me, you've never seen my face, but you do have a friend in me. I believe you. I believe in you. And we will meet one day. Until then, I will continue to pray for you, lift you up. Keep doing what you're doing. You are helping change lives. People are listening. People are watching. People hear you. For the ones who do not listen, that is their own fault. But the ones who listen will rise above it all. I know there will be a time where you are needed in great places. My friend, don't ever give up. We need you. With love, Sarabachi, Sabachi, Sarabachi, Sarabachi, I hear, but it's not how he's saying it. It's saying it with the more of his accent. All right. And that was from someone that's Arabic. Okay. All right. So on the back of here, it has bullies. Your bullies will fall. They will. It's inevitable. They have to. If they're not already falling, um, they will. Okay. And I want to bring up, like, I don't know how many people watch my readings and stuff like that, or things that I prophesize about things that's going to happen. I've already said some of the things happen, but a while back I talked to y'all about God said, because it actually came up in a reading too, that God said that he was going to handle my manager, the one who was sexually harassing me at work, mistreating me and stuff like that. It has been confirmed. She got fired because I told the truth. I didn't know that they fired her, but she got fired. So God's judgment call was done. I had prophesied that God told me that she was going to be fired and she wasn't going to have her job no more. And it's confirmed she's gotten fired. So this is God. This is all God talking through me. So you don't believe me, if you one of my enemies or whatever, when it happened, and I've already prophesied to you what's going to happen to a lot of people's enemies, even if you're mine or somebody else's, when you see that what I said is true, maybe you'll believe even more. Okay? So far, several things have already happened that I've said. Okay? All right. Let's keep on pushing. Hex. Yeah, I mean, these people, this cult and everything, they continue to hex you, send hexes to you. They continue, like, these people go so deep where they have connections. Like, say you go to like a fast food restaurant to get food or something like that. Okay? When you go to the fast food restaurant, they be call them people, or them people know who you are, and them people put shit in your food. So if you ever got sick or something, or felt sick or something, or God told you that someone right with the food or something like that because you got sick, it's because they was poisoning your food. Y'all gotta understand, like these satanic cults, they have connections. They have people who that work in a lot of these businesses. Okay, and it ain't nothing for them to put your face on a damn tracker, which is a part of some of them gang stalkers, to see who you are, and to either mistreat you or poison your food wherever you go, harass you. But these people keep on putting hexes on you. But God say all the hexes that they put on you, they have to receive it back. They have to. Okay? Because you are chosen and you're covered, and there was nothing you did to anyone to deserve this. And that's going to be God's justice. Okay? All right. On the back, it says suicide. Yeah. Some of your enemies are going to commit suicide. I hear Judas. The Judas in your life is going to commit suicide. Because they don't want to go to prison. Okay? So they rather take themselves out than to go to prison. And I hear not just a Judas in your life, but there are some corrupted people, officials that are going to be found out. They're going to kill themselves. Okay? Because again, they don't want to go to prison. I hear God saying it's funny how these people want to take themselves out, but they didn't have a problem with trying to take you out or put you in prison. God said this is the issue. It's always been the issue. That's why God says treat your neighbor the way you want to be treated. So it's like, if it's good for you, if it's good for your neighbor, then it should be good for you. Because these people didn't have any kind of remorse or any kind of empathy for you when they was trying to set you up, do all the things, lie on you, manipulate you, sending hexes and curses and all that, poisoning food. I mean, just doing the most. They can't never take it when it has to be done to them. They can't. I just never understood that. You could dish it out, but you cannot take it. If you can't take it, you shouldn't be doing it. It's just that simple. So some of these people rather take their own lives than to take the punishment to go to jail. Okay? Prison, not jail, prison. Hard time. I have in love. So somebody's waking up, an ex from the past is waking up and realizing all the things that they've done towards you is because they would not be in a truth, that they really was in love with you the whole time. And this is what they pushed down. This is what they did not express. This is what they didn't say. They said everything other than that. They said they wasn't in love with you. But the truth is, they buried the love so deep down in them that it started coming up. It started rooting, started growing. It was one of them energies that you gonna hear me, you gonna feel me, you gonna feel that you love this person, because you cannot deny this. And they're gonna realize that they did all of that shit to you because they refused to admit to themselves that this whole time that they was in love. And through that, admitting that they were in love, they're gonna realize how badly they treated love, how they abused love, they stepped on love, they spit on love, they tried to kill love, they tried to suffocate love, They lied on love. They did everything to love, but wonder why they never felt love throughout their life. And this is the end result. This is how they treat love. Every time love came around, they just was not aware because of their pain. Somebody hurt them, their unhealed traumas, that you just literally fucked over love in the worst way. And once they sit with themselves and think back and go back and see how the whole time they was in love with you and how they treated you, they're going to be devastated. This is going to be an awakening for them, because God is going to let them know and remind them of all of the love that you gave this person. And God's going to show them every time you came closer, how they stabbed you in the back. Every time you encouraged, they lied on you. Every time you held them, they went and said that you were an abuser. They went and said all kind of stuff behind your back because they refused to admit the inevitable, that they had fallen in love. Okay? And that's the sad part. So I have first cousin on mom's side. First cousin on mom's side. What happened with first cousin on mom's side? Slept with your ex. First cousin on your mom's side. One of your first cousins on your mom's side slept with your ex. I heard they dogged F them. Your first cousin dogged F your ex. The shit I see, the visions, I don't even want to look at that shit. The shit that your ex, child, I'm getting out that energy because I don't want to be in it. The shit that your ex did be doing, child, you wouldn't even think that's your ex. If you saw your ex in the element that I see that they do, you wouldn't even believe it. You probably have your mouth open and wouldn't close if you saw your ex in the element that they be in. Okay? Moving along. Last ex-mom will be buried alive. Okay, so somebody's ex's mom is going to pass away if they haven't already. And they will be buried alive, meaning God is going to cause, I don't know how to explain the word, what it would be. Lord, is there a word for that you do? I hear laid to rest, but they're going to be pronounced dead. And technically they're going to be dead. But God's going to awaken them in the grave because they did death spells on you. They did death spells on you. They used graveyard dirt on you. And they wish things like this for your life. God said, ask and you shall receive. And so they asked for this to happen to you. God said he's going to let this happen to them. But they're going to be the one to receive it. Okay? Hold on, let me get this. Oh, I hope my belly ain't out. Oh, yeah. So like I ate a lot of food and I haven't. How am I gonna get this candy out? Okay. Alright. Next card. Make sure I looked at the right all of them. Is this the one? Okay. On the other side of your last ex's mom is going to be buried alive. On the back, I have unburied alive. So these were some major players in your life. For some of y'all who are doing spell work, who caused a lot of records in your life. Some of y'all, all y'all life. And this is not limited to just the earth angels that have been doing their work and walking. This is also for the ones that are karmic. These people behind the scenes, a mom, auntie, is a lot of your downfall in your life. Is a reason why you don't receive love properly, because they do spell work on you. Well, I hear for a lot of y'all, but God said, but you chose them. That's what God said, but you chose them. You chose them. Them the same ones who got you the way you are now fucked up. That's what God say. All right. I have fine ass fuck. Oh. I hear for some of y'all gonna have a new divine partner coming in, and they gonna be fine as fuck. Like, they gonna look good. Real good. I hear they're gonna be everything that you want and everything that you desire. Of course, they're not perfect, right? But they're gonna be your perfect one. They're perfectly made for you. And this is the love that's gonna last forever. Endeavor, endeavor, endeavor. Okay? I feel like I gotta sing it now, Lord, because I just, yes, be send it to me. Everlasting love, the kind of love that won't never die. No, 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 never, never. The kind of love that'll last forever, endeavor, endeavor. Okay? So that's the kind of love that you're gonna have. Yep, look at that. You could be a divine feminine. Okay? This divine partner is coming in to rock. I hear rock your boat, rock your world. Send you to the fucking moon and back. And show you why you are a star in the sky. This person gonna love you to pieces. This person's energy is so powerful, in the sense of, I can feel the passion that this person is going to have for you. Y'all gonna be making so much love, like y'all not gonna be able to come up for air. Like when y'all get together and y'all commence. Child, I hear the neighbors know my name. We be okay. I hear effing, we be scratching. That's what I heard. Like this, the love making with this person is gonna be so amazing that it's gonna scare you. It's in for both sides, because what I hear are both of y'all are actual the same thing. So both of y'all are earth angels. Okay. Goodness, I see people got my God, y'all gonna be tearing it down so much. I see bottles of water. I see bottles of water on the end table. Cause your mouth gonna be dry. Cause y'all gonna be fucking so much. Y'all gonna be tearing it down. Y'all gonna be tearing it down. Y'all gonna be thirsty. Y'all gonna be damn. Child, y'all gonna be doing every which way. I'm talking about all over the damn. I see somebody in an apartment. Y'all gonna be doing it all over the damn place. Like, I mean, it's the passion and stuff is gonna be so strong. It's like I see a couple trying to go to the movies and get out the house because they just been going in. And it's like, baby, we gotta get out of this house. We gotta get from up underneath each other. We need to go get out. We need to go do something. And they get in the car, and baby, hands going places. And honey, it started happening in the car, honey. Like they can't even go to the damn movie. They can't go to the damn movie for one to go back home and do it again. So they did it. They started doing it in the car. I'm talking about them damn windows is foggy, baby. Them windows is foggy. Did I hear somebody saying, "Fuck it, you want some more?" My goodness. Yeah, like this person, y'all energy is gonna be so powerful together. Like, you're not gonna have to question ever what love is again in life. Ever. This person is gonna honor you, love you. They're genuine. They're, oh my God. Like, y'all energy mesh so well. You're gonna feel safe. And that's the thing that you're wanting. You want to feel safe with someone. You want to feel safe to be yourself. You want to feel safe where no one's going to break your heart or leave you or stab you in the back or anything like that. You want to feel safe. And this person, man, this person's going to make you feel so safe. Like, you're going to feel so safe. You just going to feel like you don't have no worries in the world, but you also making this person feel safe. Y'all gonna have some deep conversations. For some of y'all gonna have a baby. Y'all gonna purchase a home together. Y'all gonna have a beautiful life. And this person gonna be so sweet to you. Like, I mean, just like you could, like, like how some of y'all might have been desiring to just somebody to be kind and sweet to you. This person, my God, this person gonna be so sweet to you. You gonna be blushing all the time till your cheeks hurt. They're gonna care for you. You're not gonna have to like ask them to do anything that you're desiring because it's like y'all energy connects so much. Let's just say like you wanted your back rub. It's like they already gonna know. They just for some reason it's gonna fuck you up because you're gonna be thinking it, and for some reason they just gonna get up and just start rubbing your back. Or if you wanted if you want them to hold you, they're gonna just start holding you, and you didn't even have to say it verbally. Like, they're just gonna know. That's how connected your energy is gonna be with this person. It's gonna be entwined. The beauty of it, I hear, while it's entwined, the Holy Spirit is in the midst of the entwinedness. And I know entwinedness is not a word, but the Holy Spirit is in the midst of it. So that means that y'all both believe in the same Most High God. God is covering y'all. Y'all put God first in this relationship. So God is going to be moving in the midst of the relationship. I hear there will be peace, joy, love, happiness, honesty, integrity, good morals, protection, sincerity, genuinity. You can share anything with this person, and they can share anything with you. And you're going to know. You're not going to have to question it is the secret that you're telling this person if they're safe or not. Because this person gives off all of that energy. It's like it's within them. They embody it. So it's like everything that you're wanting to know, it's almost like you don't even have to know because they say, match my energy. Their energy literally matches with you. The things that you embody and stand for, this person also stands in and embodies the same thing. All right. I hear they sweeter than sugar. Sugar ain't got nothing on them. How sweet they gonna be to you? All right. The next card is I have fake love. Fake love. So of course, you know, you're gonna have some people from the past that's gonna try to come and pull on your heartstrings once they know you with somebody. You know, try to tempt you, try to manipulate you, come in crying, come in, you know, oh woe's me. Talking about they love you and they sorry and they ain't need me that never hurt you. You was good to them. All of the things they showing fake love. They just don't want you to be happy. And they don't want to see you with nobody. They want you to be alone. Cause they don't want to sit there and think about how you got true love and they wasn't able to give it to you because they chose not to. They just want I hear what it all boils down to. I hear somebody say you get everything you want. They're jealous. They're jealous. It's not that you get everything you want. You get things that they don't have inside of themselves. And again, that's projection. Their jealousy is projection. So go on ahead and block it and send it on back to their ass. Okay? Let them be a hater. All right, on the back side, it says boyfriend. Yep. For some of y'all, it's your ex-boyfriend, but for others, the person that is going to be sweet to you is going to be your boyfriend. Okay? But that boyfriend, for some of y'all, he a thug. The old one, you know, the ex, he gonna be trying to sabotage. He gonna be trying to find out shit about your partner and try to, you know, set some shit up to make you think that your partner is a cheater or a liar or you know, trying to play investigator, detective. All because he's a whole fucking hater. He gonna even try to fight your person. Then I hear him trying to argue with your new person, talk about, man, don't be fucking up my baby mama. And the guy said, this nigga, baby mama, this nigga ain't did pay no child support. This nigga is a nothing nigga. He just don't acting like he taking up for you. God say that's another form of manipulation. God said, don't you fall for that shit. You got a good man. All right, last card. Sibling. For some of y'all siblings is going to try to destroy this new relationship. Which is somebody that was behind the scenes stabbing you in the fucking back. Again, hater, someone who's jealous. Same sibling who slept with your ex. I hear this sibling seduce your ex out of their panties or drawers, which, you know, man, woman, whichever one you was with, okay? And they fell for it. God, you want me to get that detail? God be wanting to. God and my ancestors, they be wanting me to get like deep with it, meaning they be wanting me to spill like details and shit. And sometimes I do, but it be like I gotta be in the energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta see the visions. I gotta be in that midst of, you know, if somebody having sex, I gotta feel what they feel. because it's in their energy. It's like it's inevitable for me to not feel what they feel. It's inevitable for me to not see what I see. Like I get visions as if like I'm standing right the fuck there. I can smell things that's in the room. So imagine how it's like being a spirit standing in somebody's room. Nobody can't see you there, but you can see them. Okay? Imagine how uncomfortable that makes me feel. Because I have to set myself aside from what I see and the things that I'm experiencing that they're experiencing, so it won't, you know, affect me. Because I don't want to be over here getting all turned on because they're turned on. That's them. That's their energy. You understand what I'm saying? Or I don't want to feel things that they feel because that's theirs. So I have to separate myself from that, which is why a lot of readers be like they don't want to get deep in certain things, like even like with killing, murder. Like you feel that shit. You could even like hear the person's thoughts, or you could feel the anger, or you could feel their psychological mindset. You can see the blood. You could, it get deep when you dive into it. A lot of people don't like dive into it because you be in it, and you be like, ugh. You just when you get out the reading, you sometimes you pray, because depending on what the reading was about, it has like a residue that's left on you from it because you felt it. It was like you might as well had touched it, you know. But God wants me to tell you how your sibling dogged the shit out of your ex. And when I say that, I'm talking about like, see, your sibling is jealous of you. And your sibling feels like if he could fuck your ex, that would be vengeance, right? To make you feel some kind of way. Okay? So as he was fucking your ex, he was dog fucking her or him. Because your sibling could be a sister or it could be a male. And for the woman that might have, if yours was a man, she did things to him that, okay, let's put it like this. She would say shit about your name while she was having sex with your ex. Like, she would say, I know my sister, but she would say your name ain't better than this, P. And I hear for some of the sisters, they did spell work on your man, your ex-man, so that it can intensify the sexual feeling. So when this person, climaxing, they feel like it's the best pee ever. The best pee that you could ever experience in life. And it's like, I hear sex magic. It's like they be fiending for it. But they don't even realize that this person be praying, preying, on a wand, and a wand would be their penis, right? And vice versa. If your sibling was a man and per se they mess with a woman, like I see somebody, when I say like dogging somebody pee, like handle them like they wasn't shit. I mean, like just ramming it in. Yeah, bitch, you like that, and maybe your ex did like it, right? Maybe you didn't know that your ex liked to be hit. Okay? Maybe you didn't know your ex liked to be treated like, I'm going to say it, a whore. Because I see somebody's sibling putting they thing all in their mouth, shooting it all on their face, smashing it, rubbing it in their face. I mean, slapping them in their face and just dogging them. I'm talking about rough dogging them. I'm talking about like you might as well create a whole new motherfucking hole, okay? Got them doing shit that you probably would never thought they would have done, honey. All of the holes that they got on their body, that been up, they done been all up in that. I hear when they for some of y'all, when this sibling had sex with your ex, they called them all kind of bees. Like, bee, open your motherfucking mouth. I want to say it. Bitch, open your mouth. And I mean, went all the way back here. Like, damn near trying to choke them. And I could see somebody ex like pushing back, like where their hip area is, like that's too much. Now, this nigga was like, take this. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't know how much I can say, but I'm trying to say as much as I can. I see somebody fucking ex got tears rolling down their fucking face. Because it was a realization of a trauma that this ex is experiencing in that moment when they was treated that way. It's a trauma that they didn't heal. And for your sibling to, let me turn this heat off because it's getting a little hot. For your ex to treat them, so I feel like your ex was okay with it at some point. But then your sibling got real aggressive with it and started handling them like a whore. I could say many things, but I mean that says it all. And when this sibling put their thing in there and they was pushing back in the your sibling, because he see, the thing is, when your sibling was doing this to your ex, he was thinking about you, about how much hate he have for you and how this gonna justify his hate for you, that he has F your ex. So as he's doing it, he's thinking about, yeah, that's why I'm ex, right? Ain't give a fuck about the ex. He doing it for his reasons alone. Now see, the ex also though, I hear did something with her yoni down there. Well, it make it more enticing, like when that Jezebel spirit, like it make it more addictive. But she didn't know what she was getting into, honey, because she was messing with somebody who was doing spell work on her as well. But I hear God wanted me to focus on this particular thing that he did that triggered a severe trauma in your ex. And that was when he, like I said, put his thing, where, and she pushed back off, pushing his hips to make him like, push back, because he was just like, y'all can imagine. I mean, I don't want to get too graphic, but like he was like down up in here, like she couldn't breathe. And he was grabbing her hair and literally just thrusting her, like hurting her. And she was like tapping him, like to stop, and he wouldn't fucking stop. He would, I mean, like he was in demon mode. Like this particular incident, he was in demon mode, and she was crying. Like he would not fucking stop. She kept on trying to pull away, and he was like, bitch. And he said, you better not motherfucking bite me. You better not bite me. So this woman was crying. I mean, this woman was crying hard, and she was trying to like just make him stop, and he would not stop. He did it so much till she almost passed out. Like that's how much anger, all the anger he had in him, which is from jealousy. Okay? From jealousy. And he felt justified in doing it because it made him feel better about feeling like this how I'm gonna hurt my sibling because I know my sibling love this motherfucker. Okay? But it triggered the fuck out your ex. I mean, it triggered the fuck out your ex to the point where they was fucked up. And if this ain't happened, this shit is going to happen. And I hear this ex, they went to their family members and told their family members how this person treated them. And these family members convinced your ex to stay there with them and say ain't nothing wrong with a little freaking and stuff. And the ex was trying to explain to them that it was beyond freakiness. Something wrong with your sibling. They ain't want to hear it because the family don't give a fuck. They just want what they want. That's it. They don't give a fuck. So your ex is all torn and don't know what to do because she feels like because this person has shown this side of them and has triggered the fuck out of something that has happened to your ex in their past, dealing with sex. She don't know if he's going to get more aggressive. I hear for some of y'all, this male sibling, has already hit your ex, like physically. This sibling of yours has very deep wounded traumas. I hear from childhood. The way this man views women in general. I hear that your sibling bring up your name during sex to make your ex say things like they're better in the bed with them than you. Like I bet you my sibling ain't do it like this, huh? Huh? Tell me, like to pump their ego up. Like they got pride and ego so bad, honey. They living off of ego and pride. They be making your ex say shit um to make them feel better. Like I bet that nigga, if it was your ex was with, if you're a man and your ex, you was with a woman, take what resonated. You could have been a woman with a woman and your ex, started messing with men or was already messing with men but ended up fucking your brother, okay? But this brother be saying shit in the bedroom about you to down you in the bed to make themselves feel better, to make your ex say certain things in the bed and they get off on it. I hear this experience, if it hasn't already happened, that it's going to trigger your ex so bad that it's going to be the reason why they just start giving a body to anybody. They're going to be free for all because it's going to set them right back into a trauma that they had already experienced to giving their body up. And they're going to be giving their body up for money, which is a trigger that happened to them in the past. But this sibling is going to open that door up again for them because of the way that he is treating them. This is ultimately going to cause somebody's ex to have a mental break severely. The ex feel like they don't have nobody to talk to because their family don't even want to listen to them. Like they family just so hung up on some fucking kind of money. That's all they all their family is worried about is Do what you're supposed to. This ex could have gotten pregnant by your sibling, or think they're pregnant by your sibling, but they've been having sex with other people because of the triggering of the trauma, and may not know who it's for, but just gonna say that it's for your brother. Okay, that's all I hear. I was waiting. That's it. All right, last card. Let's see. All right, so it's the last card. So on the other side of sibling, it says ex-in-law. So your ex, so your in-laws of your ex, that would be their family, right? Collaborated with this sibling of yours to treat them like a dog, to make them feel self-worthlessness, to make them feel like trash, to make them feel shame, to make them feel abused, because this is the state of mind that this family has had your ex in all their life, and that's all your ex knows is the dark side. Okay, this is the same ex that you could have uh believed that was your twin flame, and for some of y'all it was, but they literally didn't choose their path. So instead of them choosing their path, they chose another path, and they chose their family and the people that are person that your family, their family had for them, and that person was your sibling. Shit, I hear this ex be fucking some of they family members behind the scenes. This this ex, excuse me, this ex, your sibling that's with your ex be fucking your ex's family members behind the scene, and they don't even know it. Shit, I hear the mama that got on her knees on it, baby. I hear because the mama, I feel the mama wants to live so vicariously through the daughter or the son. Take what resonates, switch the roles. That they do spell work on this sibling, and this sibling is a bit of a whore. Okay, so that's why they kind of match. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, your ex was a whore in the sense of like she was or he was a player. Okay, for another word, a player, and your sibling was a player too. Your sibling and your ex has mommy issues, daddy issues. So that's why they fit right together. Okay. They both lie. They both are manipulative. Okay. But your sibling done had sex with their mama. Cause the mama wanna experience everything the daughter or the son do, child. Including sucking on that pipe. Okay? That they daughter done had. They want to share. Okay, is that it? I hear this is gonna come out in the opening. This is one of the things that's gonna be exposed. Not only to you, but also to your ex, because your ex does not know that your sibling is having sex with their mom and some other family members. I hear they're gonna have a venereal disease spreading around. See, because your ex, The fact that your ex did not heal their traumas is going to cause them to be, womaned out or loose kind of thing. And when I say that, it's going to cause them to be promiscuous. When you don't heal your trauma and someone triggers something in you and set you back to a moment that really changed the way your life was, or your whole mindset, your experience in life, it causes you to do things that you used to do, or feel the shame again, to feel that self-worthlessness, which again is what their family wanted. The family is jealous of their own family member. The whole mama is jealous of their own daughter or son. They do not want them to be better or grow or heal. They don't want it. So they do everything in their power to keep this ex in darkness. And this ex is so weak minded that this ex just go along with every damn thing somebody tell them, especially their family. They do not come up against their family. One, they scared. Two, that's what they've been groomed to be doing. That's what it is. Which is why your ex is still not awakened to this day, haven't healed nothing. For some of y'all exes is doing motherfucking drugs to suppress, to not feel the pain of the heartbreak, to uh to push it all down, to not live in their truth, to continue to submit to their family that they know is not telling them the right thing. They know everything in their heart, everything is telling them that this is not right. God is pulling on them saying you need to leave. Everything in the world, and they continue to stay in the situation. So instead of them getting out the situation, they get on heavier drugs to suppress it. They drink to not feel the feeling, to not feel the thing that God is trying to tell them to do to help save their life, to make their life better. Now they stuck in this relationship with your sibling, for some of y'all, and it's abusive. I hear where if your ex was boisterous, where they, like might have said some crazy shit to you, talk to you crazy. Oh, they don't talk crazy to this sibling, your sibling, honey. They do not talk crazy to your sibling. They shut up. Like you would be shocked how if they talk crazy to you, they do not talk crazy to your sibling because they're afraid of him or her. I see. Oh God, it's so much, y'all. I see this person that they just, instead of them going up, they just going down the drain, y'all. They just going down the drain. They literally just go ahead and flush it. That's literally how I see this person's life. They just go ahead and flush the damn toilet at this point. Because they just going down the drain. They just refuse. They refuse to stand up for themselves. They refuse to get out the situation. They feel so much like nothingness, like they're nothing, that they just stay in it. They just stay in it. Let me read the chat because I'm about to get off of here. This was a heavy reading for somebody, karmics. Even though y'all could be total a-holes at times and did some fucked up shit, and y'all will get y'all karma. And I know that this is a part of y'all karma. No one deserves to be abused. Even though y'all have abused your twin flame, okay, or your fake flame, whatever you want to call it, the person that's your ex that was good to you. If you've been abused, get out of the fucking situation. Okay? Get out the situation. If you're being abused, get out of the situation. You don't need to get permission or have to get permission from your family to know that what you're in is not healthy. Okay? In order for you to feel love or self-worth, you have to get out of the situation that's making you feel the opposite of that self-worthlessness. This person needs to heal. You should not be their punching fucking bag. Although you've done it to your ex. Maybe you need to be the example of what you want to be in this world. You know, you did it to your ex, and yes, you're getting the karma back, right? But heal from it and be better. Be better. But no one deserves to be a fucking punching bag. Stop being afraid. Get yourself out of the situation. And I hear for some of y'all, well, I got a child with them now. Well, okay. Did that stop anybody from escaping because the fuck they have a child and they're in an abusive relationship and they decide to leave? Get your damn child and go. They're going to take them away from me. Okay, look. Either you're going to stay in the situation, escape with your child. There are numbers. Okay? There are numbers for domestic violence. They will tell you a time and a place, pick you up, you and your child, and you deal with the courts like that. At least you'll have somewhere to lay your head. At least you'll have your child. Your child is safe with you. I hope you ain't marry him. Because it's going to be harder. But it doesn't mean that you can't get it done. You just have to be diligent with it. But you stand in an abusive relationship, you are basically keeping your child in an environment that is going to be toxic for your child when your child grows up. Nobody wants to grow up seeing their parent be abused by their other parent or what allegedly may be their parent. No one wants to grow up there. You're just going to cause more trauma to your child, staying in a predicament that you know is unhealthy and unsafe. You know, stop waiting for people to tell you what to do when you know clearly the situation is a bad situation. If your family don't want to help you, then you're going to have to be an adult. Call the numbers and get the fuck up out of there. Otherwise, you're going to look fucking 30 years old from all of the abuse that you're going to endure. That's not including the fucking black eyes, the busted lips, the fucking busted fucking nose, the stress that you're going to endure, a whole child that you have to take care of that's in the situation that you're supposed to love and protect. And I get that you can't even protect yourself. Well, your child needs someone to be somebody to stand up and be the protector. And protecting just means to get the fuck up out of there. That person's issue has nothing to do with your issues. Your issues have nothing to do with their issues. But unfortunately, y'all are both toxic and unhealthy, so y'all are constantly projecting on each other. But when a situation gets physical, where it can, he or she can hit you somewhere and end your life, would you want to die? Is that it? You want to leave your child with a parent that's abusive? What do you think is going to happen to your child as your child gets older? If that person can't deal with and control their anger with you, do you not think that as your child gets older and your child get out of any kind of line and that person's got all these traumas and pissed off about something, do you not think that your person right now, which is some of these people on his sibling, you don't think that he or she ain't gonna knock the fuck out your child? Scream at your child, shut the fuck up, stop crying. You don't think that person gonna be abusive? You crazy. You gotta do it for your child if you don't do it for yourself. Try to give your child a better life. Don't let your child grow up in an environment that's gonna ultimately be another person in the world to cause more unhappiness in the world because they have another story just like everybody else. My mama and my dad was together. My dad was abusive to my mama. My mama, stayed in this relationship. I saw my dad put his hands on my mama all the time, and my mama ain't do nothing about it. And then that child grow up and be an abuser, and the cycle keeps going on and on. Cut the fucking cord now. Save your child before your child have the visions imprinted in their mind of the abuse that you're experiencing. Cut the cords now, because if you don't, you are causing that child to become something that they would have not become had you just escaped. All right, let me read the chat and then I'm gonna get up off of here. Let's see. Let me get my other glasses. Wait, is this my good glasses? Oh, that's funny. Okay, let's see. Hey, Tubi. All right, let's see here. Okay, messenger. Hey, how are you? I hope you have an amazing week. Hi, I'm fine. How is your week? Has it been good thus far? I know it's what today is Monday, and I hope you have an amazing week as well. Thank you. All right. Same person said, "What names are you saying?" Oh, I said all of the names. You have to rewind. I said it was a lot of names. There was a lot of grandmothers that came through. Like a lot. I ain't never had that many names on one reading. So you have to rewind it and see if your grandmother passed away. See if your grandmother came up in that reading, because that message that I was speaking on is for you. Okay. All right. So God's child said, "How are you doing today?" I'm good. I'm all right. I'm tired, but I'm okay. I hope you are doing fine. Okay. All right. So Paula Streets says, "Glory to King El Shaddai." Amen. Yes. Yes. Always glory to God. All right. Barbara says, "I don't have an ex. That's a lie. He beats her butt." Huh? Talk on here. Don't know what you talking about. Fake news on YouTube. I don't have an ex. That's a lie. He beats her butt. Ma'am, sir, I'm gonna need you to know how to spell. Okay, first of all, because you didn't make no damn sense. Okay? You literally said somebody get their butt beat, but then you just said that that's being made, it's been made up. Make it make sense, baby. Okay? Before you try to come on somebody's channel with that. Okay, I'm gonna have to delete you and ask you don't come back and let Most High God deal with you. Okay, sweetheart? Because you got issues. Let me get this person up off my channel. Anyway, y'all, thank y'all for joining my channel tonight. I truly appreciate y'all. Y'all are amazing people. I hope y'all learned something. I hope it helped some of y'all. I hope that it resonated with y'all in some type of way. And if it didn't, it's just not your reading. And that's okay too, right? You always have to go find channels where things resonate with you that you can learn something from. It doesn't mean that every day I get on here it's gonna be something about you, right? Right? It's not. It's not. Okay? Take what resonates with you and leave the stuff that doesn't. Don't make it fit. If you don't got a grandmother that's named that, then you ain't got a grandmother that's named that. And that means it's not for you. If your ex ain't do such and such and this ain't happened to you, then that means it's not for you. Y'all stop trying to make readings be y'all's, because what you do is when you hear a reading and you make it be yours, that means that you're asking that to come into your life. You're trying to make it fit. We like, oh well, no, that I don't got that ex, but this part happened. But don't try to make it fit. Okay, it's just like you get on there, you listen to a reading. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's just not for you. Every reading is not for everybody on that particular day. Every day I get on here, it doesn't mean that I'm going to be reading specifically about you. They got so many people in the world. It's nowhere in the world that I'm gonna have a reading on here every day about your life every day. Okay, it just don't happen like that. I used to be that way though. I mean, I understand. I used to get on there and be like, "Oh, wait a minute, this sound like my reading. Wait a minute, wait, hold on, wait, what? Well, I ain't that part ain't happened, but yeah, I think this is my reading. No, the shit wasn't mine. It wasn't mine. I was trying to make it mine because there was pieces, bits and pieces of it that sounded like mine. Now, some of the stuff that be bits and pieces is yours, but it's those bits and pieces. It's not the whole entire story. Okay, it's not the whole story. All right. So just, just be mindful of that. Don't try to make stuff fit the narrative that ain't yours. That's it. All right, beautiful people. Thank y'all for coming on here and listening to this reading tonight. I hope you learned something. I pray whomever's going through domestic violence, it could be someone who's going to watch this channel after it, gets put on the news feed or whatever you call it. um, you know, I pray you get out that situation, you know, and I pray that also it be a lesson to you on how to treat others. And I'm not talking about you being abused, you deserve it, but God does allow karma so that you can see how it felt. You might have been abusive to someone, and then God will allow that to happen to you. And abuse could be in any kind of form. Abuse does not have to be just physical abuse. Maybe you spiritually abuse somebody behind the scenes. Okay. Maybe when you was with somebody, your ex, maybe you was very manipulative to them, gaslit them. That's abuse. And maybe the person that you got with, instead of them being that way, they express theirs physically. It's a lesson that God's trying to teach you of how you treated other people, but also that you don't love yourself. Because if you loved yourself, you would not have stayed, you would not still be in a situation that you're in, allow somebody to abuse you in any form, way, or fashion, which is why your ex left, because they realized that that was not it. It's the same thing. You got to be the way your ex thought. Leave. If it's toxic, leave. If it's abusive, leave. Stop feeling like you got to stay in a situation and that you're stuck in a situation because you have a child for someone, allegedly. Okay? And even if that is his or her child, it doesn't mean that you have to stay in a situation and take that type of abuse. No one deserves to be abused spiritually, physically, mentally, and or emotionally. All right, beautiful people. I hope y'all have a beautiful life. I will see y'all tomorrow. I will be on here. Don't know what I'm going to be talking about or if I'm going to do a reading. I let God just carry me with that. But I know I'm going to be on here tomorrow because I try to make sure I do it every day unless I just can't do it. But I'm getting off of here, getting my stuff together, do what I got to do. And y'all have a beautiful life, all right? This is just love. And don't forget to what? Love yourself. Bye, beautiful people. I love y'all so much.